careful for the off tracks that happen.
Yeah, we got a shot of Mac Backham wearing his characteristic purple Coanda gloves there in the motion rig as he tries to chase down your race leader. We're going to have 6 laps to go as they come across the line, not close enough to make a move down into turn number 1. Deep on the brakes goes Backham, and he's going to completely discard what I'm saying. Down towards the inside goes Coanda, and it's a complete repeat of the last lap. And will Mac Backham be able to get this pass complete this time? He takes a better line coming through turn number 2 up into turn number 3, but thing is, Sim Racing still has the favorable line, and here comes Coanda side by side through turn number 4. Coanda take the race lead, and here comes PRT as well.
Brilliant move from Mac Backham. Coanda now finally have the race lead, and they've been working all race long to make it happen. Down to the inside, tries Venig for position number 2. No, it won't work. And now Core could start to fall away then in the final stages. It could be that you look at a situation that Mac Backham just needs to run, because if he can get the vehicle going, there's no way that Hoytsenveld can close this gap down. But still now, Venig tries it. Deep on the brakes. There's contact between the two. Shove you out to dry. And the stewards will have a look. He lets it back because of the stewards, because he would have had to give it back anyway. So now, breakaway. Core, run away. Coanda, you're off for the hills.
Yep, exactly. Mac Backham now has a gap of 1.2 seconds now, and here comes another move from PRT down the inside. He's absolutely desperate. Venig is absolutely desperate to get P number 2.
No further action from the stewards. That's crucial. That has just come through over on the screens that we've got. No further action between Pure and Core, but Pure are being too aggressive now. They aren't waiting for the opportunities. They haven't got anything clear-cut. You can't go for moves that do not exist into NGK, and it's now maybe not so much of a case of a battle for the race win, but a battle for second, third and fourth. The final spots on the podium as Hoytsenveld Core Motorsports now comes into play. What a run though for Maximilian Venig coming out of the final corner, and side by side they will go across this start finish line with a 1.2 second gap to work with for the number 1 of Mac Backham down to the inside, and this one will be more decisive. Twitch again though from the driver of Thomas Arends, and he's crumbled and he is stuck under the pressure, and surely it should have been Isaac Price to do the final stint, the man who has been the most dependable in sim racing. Is this a big strategic error from Core Sim Racing that cost them the double?
Yeah, it could well be, but look at where Hoytsenveld Core Motorsports is now, right on the back, on the cusp of getting a podium finish.
They certainly are, and there is opportunity there for the 33 machine to just close down that gap. Maybe take P3, maybe take P2. Look at the times, though, that were done. Despite the move that Backham made, it was a 58.6 on that last lap. It was a 57.8 from Hoytsenveld Core Motorsports. They still have an opportunity to win this race. It is 4 laps to go when they cross the line. It's 5 to go now, and Coanda are stretching their legs and trying to break and crack all of these drivers behind, but it is the dark horse of Hoytsenveld which could still cause further upset.
It could well do as they head their way through the Michael Schumacher S's for what is going to be one of the final times to come up to 4 laps to go here at the Nürburgring. Again, squirrely on the brakes goes Core Sim Racing as Hoytsenveld also gets a very big slide coming out the corner, and almost a little bit of bumper-to-bumper contact coming through toward the back straight here, and the run does go to Core Sim Racing, but Hoytsenveld Core Motorsports still within that tow.
Certainly still within that tow. Has an opportunity, maybe send one down the inside at NGK. No, can't do that. So we'll have to wait for maybe Coca-Cola curve or turn number 1. Good run out to the exit. All over the curb again, though, goes the driver, Thomas Arends. Arends under pressure from the Hoytsenveld Core Motorsports machine in the Core versus Core battle. How much time has been lost, though, by the 33, being stuck so religiously behind? And it was 2.5 seconds. It's now 2.9. It's 0.4 of a second. They've lost 58.2. But look at the gaps that are going. Defensive line taken. Save the podium, says Core Sim Racing right now, and right now they run a little bit too deep, so we'll have side by side almost contact between the two of them as they head to the Mercedes-Benz Arena.
Very, very close indeed as Hoytsenveld Core Motorsports will ride the back bumper coming through turn 2. A little bit of an oversteer moment for PRT Red in second place here. Might drop them back into this fight as they still try to chase down Coanda, but you have to say that that might be in vain looking at the lap times that last time. By 0.3 of a second was the advantage to VRS Coanda Simsport. But Huygensveld Core Motorsport still looking for the move deep on the brakes, coming down into 6th, but still no gap appearing for them.
It looked very wavery. It looked for all love nor money from the aerial coverage that there was going to be a bit of contact between the pair of them, but there wasn't between them right now. And you feel that if this is the caliber of racing you can produce here at what is Sim Expo, there's World's Fastest Gamer later on this afternoon. That is going to be something maybe that equals them in stature and proposition, but still, it's about Huygensveld looking for the podium. They're dropping too far back. They're struggling to make the moves. The Murrayism is there, catching one thing, passing another. Good run, though, coming through 70 versus 99. No further action into the right-hander. They've pushed them out to dry, and Huygensveld take P3. But is it in vain right now? Because I believe that they had the room to make that happen. Arends was on the outside. Stewards will have a word.
Yeah, exactly, and they have to make a decision very, very quickly, because what we don't want to see is a post-race penalty.
No further action.
No further action. That was very, very quick. Less than 10 seconds to make that decision, so they seem very, very sure of themselves. But it's going to be Huygensveld Core Motorsports getting themselves onto the podium. What a